What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to begin. Welcome back to Marvel Strike Force. In today's video, I want to give you guys a state of the game update. I literally want to go through every single one of these icons and talk about them in detail. So let's go ahead and get started. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but I'm only making it longer by talking. So let me just go ahead and get started. So first things first, the patch that just hit up the difficulty when it comes to challenges and campaigns. Now, when I first read it, I didn't really know how high the difficulty was really going to be. But now that I've actually had a chance to play around in this patch and I know what the difficulty feels like firsthand, I can tell you the difficulty is a little too much. And I'll give you a really good example here. So last week, I got 2 stars on tier 8. I was extremely close to getting a 3-star in tier 8. I was just one pro strategy move away from making sure that I had 3-starred this stage instead of 2-starring it. I fully planned on getting a 3-star this time around. However, trying tier 8 today, I literally could not get out of the first round. I was dead in the first round. So I went from a stage that I was very close to 3-starring to a stage that I cannot even complete even out of the first round. That is a stark difference. Now, I'm all for more difficulty. Like, I plan on playing this game for a long time, so difficulty doesn't really scare me away. To me, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So if I gotta wait a few more days to complete a node that I could have defeated, you know, whatever, I don't mind because I'm gonna be around for a while. However, on this one, it's such a stark difference between almost 3-starring it to not even being able to compete. Like, it's just too much in one direction. It's like they turned the knob all the way. I feel like, yes, it was a little too easy. I know I might get some flack for that, but I do think it was too easy before because I wasn't even level 55. This recommends level 55. I was not level 55 and I was pretty much about to 3-star it. So it was definitely too easy, but now it's too hard. I think there's a middle ground now. Hopefully they revisit this. Now, I have no evidence or data or any type of insider knowledge to back this up, but I do feel like this conversation is not over when it comes to the difficulty of challenges and campaigns. I would not be surprised if they tweak it back a little bit. I don't think they're going to go back to the way it was before, but I do think they're going to revisit this and tweak it just a little bit more. I don't think they're done, but once again, my predictions suck, so take that for what it is. And that's that. And I was lucky enough to get tier 8 on this gold, because I would have been in the same position once again. And this is the part that makes it so wonky, the way that they implemented this. Because if you were just quick enough to 3-star this before the patch, you're good. You avoid the difficulty. You don't have to worry about the difficulty increase. But if you just missed it and sorry, you didn't 3-star it before the patch, so now you're screwed for maybe weeks you might be stuck here. That implementation was just a little eh. So that's kind of the reason why I think they'll revisit it, because like I said here, I got tier 8 unlocked. I don't have to worry about the difficulty at all. I'm good. I mean, a lot of people are in this boat right here where they're like, what difficulty? I already cleared all the nodes, haha. And that kind of sucks. So I really hope that they revisit that. So that is challenges, and that kind of just goes for campaigns as well. So I said we're going to talk about every single one of these icons on the screen. I'm going to go ahead and knock 2 out right there. Challenges and campaigns in the same exact boat. I think they will revisit these. I hope they revisit these. They need to revisit these because I don't think the conversation's over. I think the difficulty was just too far in the other side of the direction. So that is that. We're not going to talk about milestones or events though. Arena. So I was lucky enough to get my arena shard move. So now I'm on a global launch shard. I don't have to worry about beta players as much. There might be 1 or 2 in here, but for the most part, it's pretty much all global launch players. I ended at rank 59. I've been as high as like the mid 30s or so. But of course, as you climb the ladder right before the event ends, you get knocked back down. So haven't quite got into the top 10 or anything like that, but I'm pretty satisfied for where I am. In this rank, I sit right around 650 arena shards every single day and 150 power cores every day. So I will absolutely take it, but I prefer to be over here in the top 50. So I'm going to still kind of keep pushing for that. It really depends on your defense though. You got to have a defense that is basically AI proof. And Captain America, for example, is not, because he just wastes his first turn throwing a shield. That's not very good. Black Widow's okay. Sometimes like the AI that they use is sometimes wonky. So there is a whole different meta when it comes to designing your defense team based off of what the AI does first. So that's something that it's a long-term plan. Right now, I just don't have the resources to have like these little fancy defense meta teams at the moment. So that's something that's going to have to come in the future. But as of right now, that's kind of where I am with Arena. And yes, I dropped Yondu for my team, and I'm also going to be dropping Quake for my team too. So that is that. Yondu is still a fantastic character. He's really good, undodgeable, AoE, summons. I mean, he is a beast. One of the best characters in the game. He's just not going to be on my A team anymore. Well, he's not. He's on my B team. He's on team 2, which is pretty good too. It's just one team below team 1. It's not that big of a demotion. Another person that's going to get demoted is Quake, because you know what? We go hardcore for Thor. Thor has been added to the game as the newest Blitz character, and who I plan on dropping Quake for. I know. I've already told my Discord this, and they're like, "Are you serious? You're dropping Quake?" I'm dropping Quake to just one team below. It's not like she goes away. I just don't want her on my first team anymore. I'm okay, and I'll talk about this in a second when we talk about roster. Just hold that, and I'll tell you why I'm dropping Quake. So let's talk about these blitzes here. So Warrior King, I can't click on because it's bugged, but I was able to finish out right around rank 360 or so. I had 315,000 points. So if you want to kind of know where the points are kind of landing, they're inching up little by little. As far as Thor is concerned, I expect him to be right around the same as about 315 or so, because he's a weekday blitz, first of all, and he is a farmable unit as well. He's not as exclusive, so people might not go as hard for him. I plan on going hardcore for Thor, all right? We go hardcore for Thor, but some other people might not. So I anticipated to be right around that same ballpark. If you want to be really safe, you definitely want to get yourself up in the 300,000s if you want to ensure you get yourself a top 500 Thor. However, you don't have to only get top 500 in this blitz, because it is Yondu and Iron Fist style. So as long as you participate and you hit the requirements, you will get yourself some Thor fragments. So 5, 15, 30, 45, and then 100, 180, and 310 if you are number 1, which I am never ever going for. I'm very happy with my 100 fragments. So that is that. So, you know, if you kind of look at the trend when it comes to Blitz, if the character is farmable in any way, the Blitz will allow everyone to get rewards on the ranking. If the character is exclusive like Black Panther or Black Widow, it's only top 500. So that's the way it kind of goes back and forth. I'm okay with it like being like the Iron Fist and Thor and Yondu way. Like, even as a spender, I'm okay with people getting 5 fragments of Thor. Like, that doesn't really bother me. So, it is what it is. Some people do actually prefer getting the premium orbs, however. So, some people don't want the Thor. They don't want the Black Panther. They don't want the Iron Fist. They just want the premium orbs. So, I get that as well. So that is God of Thunder. I will check back in with you guys once God of Thunder is over. Like I said, we're shooting for top 500. As far as Blitz orbs, let's just open a few of these while we're here. While we're in the blitzy mood. We'll take that, Ravager Boomer. So I always do Blitz orbs because they're cheaper and I want all of the things. So I really don't care what I get, and I always take the gold. This gold adds up over the course of a week. Adds up to, I think someone did the math. If you do Blitz continuously and you're consistent, all the gold that you get from these Blitz orbs equals 1 gold orb had you bought it from the cash shop. So I'll take a free gold orb every single week. Absolutely. So that is Blitz. Looking good, looking good. As far as alliance raids are concerned, so this has been pretty awesome. Once again, I really commend the development team for allowing us to have 2 different stamina bars for this. So that is very good. Let's just, you know, since we're just sitting here, ooh, this is 37,000, so we actually have to try a little bit. So let's jump in here. This is my raid team. Night Nurse is just the MVP. If you haven't unlocked Night Nurse yet, you got to. And I guess this is a good opportunity to talk about why I'm dropping Quake. So I love AoE Quake. I love the AoE slow that Quake provides. She's fantastic. I love the fact that she can take buffs off. I love her big AoE. I love her offense down. She does all kinds of great things. But she is a little squishy. And now with Black Panther, I already have slow. I don't need another slow. And the reason why I say I don't really need another slow is because when it comes to the hardest content in the game right now for me on my account is fighting Thanos. And I don't need 2 slows on Thanos. I just don't. And as long as Black Panther provides a slow, I'm good there. I'd rather have someone else provide something other than a slow, and that's where Thor comes in. Thor has stun. So I would love to be able to basically use Black Widow to use Black Widow to stun Thanos along with Thor to stun Thanos. Because that's the key, man. That is the key. I'm just going to do an AoE heal. I don't really need it. But just because. Get that regeneration going. Very cool. All right. I wonder if... What I would like to see them do, I want to see them add a 1.5 speed. I feel like they could add a 1.5 speed and you can still get the beauty of the animation without it going like super slow-mo. Because that's slow-mo. That's kind of slow. All right. Oh, you're taunting. Good old Black Panther in the house. See you later, Hawkeye. That's one Avenger that will never be on my team. Good job, Quake. All right, so now let's go ahead and ×3 this bad boy. Take out Crossbones. And we're going to be working on Iron Man. I'm not going to speed up here. There we go. And now I'm just going to DPS this out. I don't really need to... don't need to use any of my abilities from this point on. And this is something that everyone has to do in a raid. You don't want to just use abilities for no reason. If you've already gotten the battle won, just use basic attacks and then prepare for the next fight because all your abilities carry over to the next battle. And that's how you fight those really hard stages. You just come prepped with all of your best abilities and all your ultimates ready to go. And that's kind of that's what I'm going to bring to this stage right here, the 64,000 one here. But we're pretty good here. So that alliance raid is going swimmingly, ladies and gentlemen. And then the Thanos raids are just so much fun. I wish I could see who's in there first without joining. Like, I just want to see who's in there. Now, obviously, we could probably plan this on Discord and whatnot, but I just would like to see. I'm going to go with Team 2. But I wish I could just see before I jump in here. All right, this is actually a good one to join. So I'm going to go up on this side. And this is the epitome of just doing basic attacks when it comes here. Don't look at that team. That team just killed Thanos, if you're wondering. Black Panther, Black Widow, Captain America. We can go Quake, and we'll go... Not Yondu. Get him out of here. We'll go Night Nurse. So that's the reason why I'm dropping. So my team will eventually be pretty Avenger heavy. I don't know when I'm going to drop Daredevil when I talk about my main team. I'll need another... I don't know. Daredevil just might be a staple because I really like Daredevil in this game. So there goes Nobu. Yeah, just all basic attacks here. Ooh, that heal block. And there you go. Oh, I also have some Thanos shards. So we'll see how close we can get. Hopefully you guys are closer than I am. When it comes to Thanos shards. Now, before I move on to the next section of this state of the game update of talking about literally everything in this game, so I've gotten to the point now where I'm kind of like, I'm kind of done with blue gear orb and I really need to move on to purple, but I don't see the value in buying these purple gear orbs because they cost 6,000. You only get 3 stacks of things, and those things can be bought out of the store here a la carte for a lot cheaper. So the purple gear in the shop is so cheap. Even if you buy 3 things, you buy 4, you can buy almost all of this stuff in here for less than 6,000. So I don't really see the value of buying purple gear orbs with your currency. So I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm just gonna save it up. As you can see, I got 3,590. I'll save it up and just buy what I need as I need it. I don't plan on doing the gear orbs on this one. Because usually, like when it comes to the Blitz orbs, you buy those and you sacrifice taking RNG for a cheaper price. Here, with these raid orbs, you get the RNG, but you have to pay more for it. So, no thank you. So I don't plan on purple gear orbs at all. I'm just going to stick to this shop here and buy them as I need them. So that's the plan there for the raids. And luckily, I don't have to worry about Thor anymore because he's on the Blitz. So that, I think, kind of covers everything in the game. Let's go ahead and do our premium orbs. See if we get anything good. Oh, Nobu fragments, 15. We'll take it. And we'll take, absolutely, Krieg Royal Guard. I like my minions in this game. You guys know that. 450, and no thank you. Let's see how lucky we get here. Not lucky at all. The bare minimum. I've gotten all bare minimum when it comes to the Thanos. So I'm not going to get him anytime soon. So that about does it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, I'll give you, to end this video, we'll kind of go through my actual roster here so I can kind of show you. Another thing that I want to kind of talk about, when it comes to the campaigns, I know a lot of people are struggling at this point when it comes to trying to get gear. This is my advice to you. Until, we don't know when they're going to fix it or if they're going to fix it when it comes to the difficulty. But what you kind of need to do is you have to look at your gold and make a decision. Do you use that gold to level up your characters, or do you use that gold to buy things out of the supply shop for your gear? And as you can see, I have just said, you know what, screw it. Screw trying to auto win for this every single day. I'm just gonna start buying this improved catalyst every single time the supply shop updates. So that's what I would recommend. Maybe not level as hard when it comes to just like levels, and just use your gold for gear instead. As you can see, none of my roster is level 54 or 55. I kept them all level 53. Well, Night Nurse is 54, but I've kept them all level 53 because now I really just wanna focus on getting purple gear and blue gear and getting everyone maxed out right now. So I'm gonna use my gold for supplies currently, as opposed to using my gold for levels and trying to get the gear from sweeping stages, if that makes sense. So that's just what I'm going to be doing in the meantime. I'm not saying that's the perfect answer, but in the meantime, that'll get you the gear that you guys need to complete campaign and challenges, so you don't get stuck. Nobody wants to get stuck. But this is my roster, and this is where we'll end the game. As you can see, Black Panther, my second most powerful unit in the game, looking good. Black Widow, Captain America, and Quake. Yondu, Night Nurse is on my second team. They're fantastic. I'm gonna be moving Night Nurse up here a little bit. She needs to be about 10 to 11K. So I'm gonna be trying to get her up there as soon as possible. But of course, we know the bottleneck, which is Catalyst. But as soon as reset hits here in a few hours, I'll update Night Nurse, get her up to about 10 to 11K, and then I'll continue on in the campaign. I'm stuck too, guys. I am stuck too. But I'm doing pretty well. Actually, this is not where we're gonna end the video. I got one more place to end the video. First, let's get this guy ranked up. Ravager Boomer, 2-star in the house. All right, so this is where we'll end the game in the video, is right here. So I can kind of show you where I am in the campaign. So when it comes to Heroes Assemble, this is where the implementation of this difficulty spike is so wonky, because I was lucky enough to beat 6-9 before the big jump, but I hear this is a pretty hard stage these days. It looks pretty, yeah, 11,000 unit there, 11,000 unit. There's a lot of 11,000s on this thing, and it was not that hard for me. And like I said, I'm lucky enough to have this unlocked. Unfortunately, I'm dumb and I don't really like villains, so I didn't do a very good job on the villain side of things, but I got to about, right around here or so. As far as difficulty, I can still kind of beat these guys, but I just don't level my villains up enough because I'm dumb and I don't really like villains that much. So that's what it is. As far as Nexus is concerned, this is the reason why I need to get my Night Nurse up to about 11K. I can beat this I can beat this 2-star, and as you can see, these last two nodes I was able to 2-star, but they always kill my Night Nurse. Like, she's doing so good the entire fight, and they're like, you know what, Night Nurse, she gots to go, and they kill my Night Nurse. So that's why I'm right here. So once I get my Night Nurse updated, I'll see how far I can push into the Nexus campaign, because I was slacking on that as well. Cosmic, I haven't even started, so I get the full brunt of the difficulty spike when it comes to Cosmic, because I have not even done a single stage because I have neglected Drax. But I won't neglect Thanos. Once I actually get Thanos online, I'll actually power him up. As you can see, 85 out of 90 with the worst RNG possible, but that will do it. I think we've covered everything we need to cover in this video. I told you guys about my roster. I'm level 55. Told you guys how my alliance is doing. The great alliance raids. We talked about Blitz. We talked about the campaign difficulty spike with challenges and campaign. I told you guys about arena, and I told you what my plans are for my team. So I think we've got that covered. I think we're good. All right, let's end it, FG. Once again, my name is FG3000. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next video. Later.